All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. As you can see in the title, man, we Magneto, we got some stuff to talk about there. I don't know what's going on with Jed MacKay right now, but Jed MacKay, you got some explaining to do.
Yes, he do.
And on top of that, there's this new Spider-Man series that's supposed to be dropping here, I believe, in February or January here of 2026. We'll talk a little bit about that, and then also we have some rumors or a character that's supposed to be coming here into the Wonder Man series, which we got to talk about Wonder Man because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm not quite sure where I sit with it as of yet, but at the same time, I'm still intrigued always. And then there's like one other thing. Oh, we'll actually say that towards the end of the show, but some fans can get a little crazy, and because of that, there's a writer that is running right now, and I don't blame him whatsoever. But before we get into it, what's going on, chat? A lot of y'all were in here before we even popped in. I saw y'all in the comments. I didn't want to comment yet to make it awkward.
Hours ago, I was like, "Oh, okay,
yeah, for real." Oh my goodness.
Oh, we appreciate you guys. We really do. We appreciate you guys.
No, for real, we definitely do. Thank you guys so much for for joining on in and being a part of the crew here. We definitely appreciate it. So do we want to dive directly into it, or do you want to kind of like get a temperature check first?
No. Let's dive into it. They're gonna love this tonight because they're gonna want to interact with this.
Okay, so the first thing is you wanted to talk about what we learned here about Wonder Man, right? The Wonder Man series.
Now, before we dive in, I because of what you already said,
yeah,
I am with you on this too. I don't know where I feel. A part of me is like, cool, I want to see where this goes, but at the same time, there's not anything that's grabbing me like, all right, man, when this drops, I need to be in front of my TV screen right away, ready to watch it.
Yeah, that's sort of like where I'm at with a lot of this stuff too. And let me make sure that I pull up the right tab here. So this is what we found out. So this is character in Marvel Comics called Doorman, which a lot of you guys probably do know. So he's a mutant character, right? A mutant superhero here, and predominantly, in the comics, he is a part of this team called what is it like? Is it the Travel Avengers or something?
The Great Lakes Avengers.
The Great Avengers. That's what they're called. But I think the first time that we saw him was in the West Coast Avengers series here. So there's some interaction, I believe, between him and Wonder Man. So therefore, they're bringing him into the series, which
I didn't even know that.
I feel like there's always some sort of like weird characters that they sort of kind of like bring in together and intertwine. It never fully really makes sense. You guys are so tiny. Yeah, we shrunk on the screen just a little bit. By the way, we're trying this new feature here, so we can also stream vertically. So some of you guys maybe watching the stream right now with the vertical function on YouTube, and some of y'all may be watching it landscape, whichever one it is. But the thing for me here is like, number one, like I don't know how many people are that interested in the Wonder Man series overall. Like I know me and you are like, yeah, man, let's watch it, right? Like
we're talking about the masses here, and
yeah,
this kind of falls in chat. Chime in if y'all agree with what I'm about to say. I feel that the characters that are big, they give these crazy trailers too, back-to-back heat. Think about what WandaVision was. We already knew Wanda and what she can do, but they gave heat after heat. And they do that. And then you get someone like Wonder Man, where a lot of people might not know who this man is. If you're not a deep comic book person, or you're just an occasional watcher of the series or the movies, you have no clue who this is, and you're given mediocre trailers. Why?
Yeah. So you thought the first trailer was mediocre?
Honestly, yeah. There was nothing in there. Listen, and I'm good at saying this. I tell you all the time, I separate my personal self from the masses. I'm good at doing that. Personal wise, I seen stuff because I'm a comic book reader. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, that's a little intriguing. But as the creator, for the people like, my girlfriend, for example, she doesn't read comic books. She
Mhm.
sees the trailer. She's like, okay, I want to watch this. Why? My kids see
Yeah.
this. I want to watch this. Why? And it's not just my family. This is you looking at the world. Not everyone that pays attention to the MCU are comic book readers.
Yeah, to be fair, like the reason why the Infinity Saga was successful is not because of comic book fans. That's like yeah, we were a part of the audience, but we are a small community, a part of the audience, right? Like really, it was people like my wife was like, "Oh, this is a really cool movie." Like my wife watched me and her watched Superman the other day, and she was like, "This is great," and I was like,
Yeah,
I get it. Like it is actually great because if you're looking at it from just like a pure movie perspective, it's a pretty damn good movie. Like it's actually a great movie if you're looking at it from just like a pure, just like movie watching. If you're picking apart it, actually Superman's not the best example because I do think that Superman was so much like action comics and it was also kind of like a great comic book movie too, or a good comic book movie as well. Fantastic Four. That's it. Fantastic Four was a good I thought it was a pretty good movie, like a
yeah,
8.5 out of 10 movie. But if you're looking at it as purely like a comic book movie, specifically like was as a like adapting comics very well, I don't think that they did a great job at doing that. But once again, that's not really who they're marketing to. They're marketing it to those who are not.
exactly.
I don't know if Wonder Man is a. Here's the thing. While you are marketing to the masses that are not comic book readers,
Mhm.
however, they still need to have some familiarity with a character.
Correct. Actually, look, someone in the chat said what I said, and I don't even think they recognize they said what I'm trying to explain. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. They said, nah, I love the trailer as a comic book fan. That's
Mhm.
exactly what I said.
I
But
wish I
what
did
about
too.
everybody else?
Yeah, and that's it. Like my my wife probably doesn't even remember that Wonder Woman. What I always use her as like a barometer because me and her two different sides of the spectrum when
Oh,
it comes to
same
it.
thing.
I always use her as like a measure. I'm like, she has no care in the world when it comes to. I don't even think she remembers that this thing is even happening. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to see it, like, because I think Wonder Man is a cool character to me because the whole idea that he's a superhero playing a
Yeah.
superhero and the fact that like he never gets to do anything else and there's just like
Listen,
internal battle that
it's
he has
Tropic
constantly,
Thunder.
like I think it's cool. I don't know what it
It's
is.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, it's
RDJ
what
is
it's
RDJ on Tropic Thunder.
it's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Oh, man. If it weren't superhero related, I wouldn't even consider giving it the time of day. And that's totally fair.
See?
That's totally fair. I know Wonder Man in the comics. I hope the show makes it more interesting. Now, if we had a Squirrel Girl show, see,
Yo,
I would be in for a Squirrel Girl show. That's one of my top five
hilarious.
favorite characters ever. So like I'm because I just think Squirrel Girl is absolutely ridiculous, and
Yeah.
therefore I absolutely love Squirrel Girl.
No, I agree. That would be funny. And there would be able to be some B-roll type episodes that have nothing to do with action that could be just pure comedy.
Mhm.
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, Qual says something. He's like, if they fumbled Secret Invasion, arguably one of the best events in Marvel Comics, they could care about one.
Oh,
And that's a totally fair comment because you're right. They didn't really have to do anything with Secret Invasion other than just like follow what the comics did because the comics were so perfect that you didn't need to make up a story. They tried to make up a story, and as a result, that choice was the worst thing that they've ever
there was
made.
no secrets about it.
No, there was no secret about the invasion. From Jump Street, we as the audience already knew who all the scrolls were, where they were already housed. Like we
Oh, man. Quanos, don't get me started. Anyone who knows me knows why I love that comment.
what happened? Oh, Jeff the Land. Of course, you and Jeff the Land Shark Man.
You can't go wrong.
The question is, they are they let me make sure I'm reading this right. The question is, they're going to make any kind of attempt to link him with Vision It's a mighty large coincidence that Vision Quest is a development. This is happening. So, how many? Out of curiosity, I genuinely want to know how many of you guys would be interested in seeing a West Coast Avengers team.
I mean, honestly, I'd be okay with that. I'd like it.
Okay.
Now that we know that the regular Avengers is dismantled, I'm cool with the different Avengers. You know,
are you cool with the West Coast Avengers if we don't have Hawkeye? We don't have instead of course Clint, now Hawkeye is Kate Bishop. Are you cool if she steps in to be a part of the West Coast Avengers? Like, how would you feel about that?
Here's my thing. The way they built her in Hawkeye, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I like how they developed her in Hawkeye. Now, I don't know what type of direction they're going to go future-wise, so don't hold that against me. But if they keep her like she was in Hawkeye and obviously build her the right way,
yeah,
I'd be cool with it. I don't have an issue with the characters being swapped out, of the people stepping in. Keep in mind, he's a human. Real humans would need to retire after a certain time, so I'm cool with it.
Yo, Carlos, I'm with you on this one. Gospel Ultron would be fire. Would be fire in a TV series.
Especially if they used the one that survived.
Yeah, it would be fine. Well, none of them survived. None of them survived. They all died in the end.
Nah, bro, we don't know what happened to that.
Well, there's two of them that are missing that we have no idea what happened to. That's those two.
Point. Like,
well, I think what happened is I think Scorch hunted them down and killed them. I think there was like a reference to that in the comic. I think I missed because I think somebody had commented and said I think he hunted them down and killed them. So I think the three that were left were the three that were remaining: Gospel Ultron, Avengers Ultron, and then Scorch. Like I think that's how it went down. But that I'm not gonna lie to you. That series was low key fire. Like it was low. It wasn't like if you didn't take that series too seriously, like that joke was hilarious.
Quanos, log off.
It's AI. It's AI. Upload anywhere.
No. Quanos said Ultron destroying the city while playing Kurt Franklin in the background.
Yo, Quanos, you ain't right, man.
Get offline. He's done.
Something's wrong with you, my guys. For real.
But I mean, here's my question though. When it comes to this series, though,
yeah.
It's not even about Wonder Man at this point. If we are going to bring in mutants, did they miss that mark?
Just hit. Sorry, go ahead.
Did they miss that mark in this universe already? In this universe? Because, like, I feel like we should have had some mutants with the whole Thanos situation if that was the case. Show us somebody, introduce them somewhere, stand up for mutant kind. It's kind of like we've had.
Oh, you mean like where has Doorman been since?
Not just Doorman. I'm talking about any mutant. We haven't really seen mutants in this universe. What is it? 1999 or
19999?
Yeah, something like that. We haven't really seen mutants, and now all of a sudden it's like, hey, I've been here the whole time.
So here's the thing. Up until this point, the only mutant that we are aware of, like official mutants that we're aware of in the MCU, is we got Miss Marvel, right? Because they retconned her even in comics. Now she's a mutant. There's Namor. Like we know that he's a mutant. Scarlet Witch, they haven't really confirmed.
Namor gets away with it though. Where was he? Namor, one, doesn't care about the surface. Two, he was chilling in his palace, not caring about what was going on up there.
For all we know, bro, he may have blipped.
We don't know, but I'm just saying, even if it's not the case, he doesn't care what happens on the surface enough to join that fight. That's just his personality.
Yeah, he would just been pissed, like, yo, what happened to half of my people? You know what I mean? That's the only thing that he would really care about. What happened to half of the fish in the sea? Like, those are the things that he would care about, which then would lead to the question of like, well, what did you do to find out if he didn't blip, right? So we're gonna leave those questions on the side for now, so that I can explore my other points here. Scarlet Witch, we don't know whether or not she actually is a mutant. They've kind of alluded to it in the WandaVision series that she may potentially be a mutant.
I think she is considered a mutant only because of what Thanos said. Thanos himself said, "What are you?" He was not familiar with what she was. Now, I know that that's not a 100.
It also could be because of her damn chaos magic too. So that could have been like, I've never seen this crap before either.
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, yeah, but he also wasn't somebody who didn't know magic. So I feel like if it was just some sorts.
Maybe Wanda in this universe accidentally was just like no more mutants, and then all of a sudden that's what happened to him. Like I don't know. Like it's a possibility. She may have just had the thought, and then all of a sudden they're gone. I don't know.
Answer is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but that 100. What Quano said is it? It's like there's 100% saving the mutants for the reboot after Secret Wars. That's the reason why they're doing this whole let's bring in all the old school mutants to pay as an homage.
And I agree with that. I just think I like the idea of, okay, have the mutants in the other universe, and then after this reboot, you do something where it merges somehow. Don't have it like they were in this universe the whole time, is all I'm saying.
I hear you. I could see them trying to combine the Young Avengers idea with the West Coast Avengers, given that they would have to use Kate Bishop, Ironheart. Yep. I could see that. Yeah, you're right. There is this whole Mephisto thing with what's her face, so like that's the Ironheart and Mephisto. That's still a thing.
Who knows how far that goes back, because Mephisto gambles everything. That can go back to the original Iron Man if we bring Mephisto into it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I didn't see that Sacha Baron Cohen got ripped. Every single time I see him, I just think about it. It's nice, like that. I just know every time I see this man, it's nice.
Nah, I didn't see that either. Oh man.
They call Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver enhanced. Fair.
Yeah.
But in WandaVision, they made it seem as if though she already had powers before the enhancement.
Correct. In the enhancement, it just basically did like it activated her X genes, basically. They didn't say that directly. That's just what they hinted towards.
I don't remember this. Blaine. When did this happen? Like what I don't remember this. I'll be honest with you. I probably kind of sleptwalked through She-Hulk a little bit.
Yeah, that's not one I paid close enough attention to, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not even for the sake of like, I hated She-Hulk. Like I didn't love the show, but also, the actress was good eye candy. So I kind of slept through parts of it. Is what when it came to that show. They should have covered the blip in Black Panther 2. Well, that was the intent though.
Like the whole storyline for Black Panther instead.
That was the whole intent. The whole thing was about life after. It was supposed to be life after, the blip, like, and T'Challa coming back and having to deal with that, having a son, all that, so I think that they had intentions to do it, but then he just went completely 180 with the story after, Chadwick. And once again, I'm all for it. I get it. Like it was too soon.
Yep.
But I also say this though, we need a T'Challa. You got to have a Black Panther in the MCU. Yeah. Like he's too integral of a character to not have.
Yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. And I don't think they would have did it in a means of disrespect.
Yeah.
It's the only way to make the story make sense.
Yeah, for sure. Culture Mate, we did talk about that. Thank you.
Yeah, we did. It was more of, though, keep in mind, even with Miss Marvel, that's still after Thanos. I just think, like, why'd y'all wait so long? And I know about the reboot. Yeah. I just think, though, where they missed the Thanos mark, keep them in a separate universe, like how we've seen, Beast in a different universe. Introduce the mutants more over there, and then we can have them mingling into this universe or trickling in after. That was my whole thought.
Yeah, and this is another thing too. Like, is it so bad if you already introduced the multiverse? Like, would it be such a bad idea for you to just, like you said, like just have the mutants in another universe? They don't have to be a part of the 616, the 1999, right? They don't have to be a part of that universe. Like, it's okay to do some Elseworld stories if you want to look at it from that perspective, in my opinion.
Yeah. By the way, Jay, we know,
but I know people want to see them interact with some of the main heroes, so I see that.
No, of course. Jay, so we know Shuri was Black Panther in the comics. We just think in the movie wise, going to part 2, that was way too quick of a transition.
See, the thing about
story.
Yeah, the thing about it is like Shuri becoming the Black Panther was not the problem, like at all. We understand her becoming the Black Panther in the movie. That's not the issue. What I'm saying is that like you still now you in the MCU world, you got to treat that differently than you do treat comics a little bit.
Yep.
But in a lot of ways, you also still have to like go with what is going to be most popular with an audience. And who is that? Unfortunately, it is not, Shuri as the Black Panther. But I'm okay with her having a run, right? I'm okay with her having a run. Like, that's fine. Also, I treat that movie with kid gloves. I think I've said this already. So before, like, there were some things that happened in that movie where I'm like, why are you fighting fish people out on a ship? Like, why are you doing that?
Man.
Like, I treat it with kid gloves because I understood that they had to like rush to get things done.
Yeah.
And also, I really like Shuri. I think Shuri's a really cool ass character.
She's been a dope character from the beginning. I'm not taking that away from her. The actress plays her phenomenal.
Yeah, that's not the problem. It's the same thing to me when it comes to like I talk about Silver Surfer, like Shalabal, right? It's like I don't have a problem with Shalabal. I'm just saying that I really wanted to see Norrin Rad done right on screen. That's all. That's all. That's it. It's a similar situation with Shuri. Like Shuri's fine, but I also just still wanted to see the T'Challa.
Correct. Close that chapter out at least properly. We didn't get that. But look,
you're right. He was so good. It was hard to just immediately replace him, which is also the reason why, like, my decision at that point would have been to just not do a Black Panther movie.
Yeah, hold off.
That would have just been my play. But once again, I don't get paid the big bucks, so therefore they did what they desired to do. I'm just this random guy, at home watching movies. That's it.
So, bro. I don't want to stay on this one topic too long. Okay. I want to get into a controversial topic, and then I want to give some light on this topic that's going to make everyone in this chat lose their mind. Okay.
Okay. So what's the topic?
So can we talk about the new Spider-Man that is coming?
Hold on. So I forgot we did acknowledge this. I did acknowledge this mentally, but I don't think I acknowledged it out loud. Man fights a Santa Claus in a bar brawl. That was what was said in the She-Hulk movie. I completely missed that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that too.
The issue was Shuri becoming the Black Panther in the comics. The issue was Shuri becoming the Black Panther in the comics was so significant because T'Challa was such a prominent figure as Black Panther. So happening. So yeah, see, that's another thing too. Like that happening later on is also fine, right? If like
that's what I said later on, it was just too quick to be number 2.
But once again, they had to pivot. I get it. Like I understand that. It's just that now that they've pivoted and now that I've had some time, remember guys, hindsight is 2020, right? Like hindsight is 2020, right? So now I'm looking back at it in hindsight, I'm like, I would have preferred, based on what we got, I would have preferred. Here's the other thing. If you were going to give me Shuri, give me another year where you can properly plan how to make that story work.
Okay.
Even if you even if the decision was to still go with Shuri, give me another year so that you can properly do that plan. And then you can really link it to the things like Doom. All right, I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole. Let's please move on. Let's please move on. All right, so next, what are we talking about next?
We got a new villain coming, and a new Spider-Man event coming. And I am excited.
Okay.
I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh man, not another Spider-Man." Listen, it is continuing from what is it, the Amazing Spider-Man that's out right now?
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man series. Which, by the way, if you guys want me to cover that, I have not touched it in a long time, right? So let me know if you. Oh, yeah, I think you were covering it for a while. Let's know if you want to circle back around to it.
So here's the thing: this series that's about to come out is a continuation of this. all new Venom, and Eddie Brock Carnage.
Okay.
So this is about to be straight mayhem. Now,
This is not the picture. It's this, right? As a matter of fact, I'll bring up what the actual series is going to look like in a second, and then but go ahead. You go ahead and cook.
So there's a new enemy named Torment. I'm gonna take it as it's a symbiote, and I'll get into more of why I think that later on.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously, you got 3 symbiotes having a team up. They've said it. That yes, we know no one likes MJ as Venom, but unfortunately, right now, that's just what it is.
I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon, man. They go in knee deep.
Yeah, you're gonna deal with this
with MJ and Venom.
So
no pun intended, by the way.
And Eddie Brock and Carnage aren't going nowhere anytime soon either. So I mean, with that said, it's just a thing. So here's the thing: we know it's going to start off with Carnage going after Peter,
because we saw what happened at the end of Eddie Brock Carnage, where he was like, "Oh, that's who Spider-Man is, Peter Parker." Okay,
but you also know that Mary J is not going to let her little Peter get whooped by Carnage. So it's about to be a 2-on-1.
You just time slipped just there for a second.
Oh, I time slipped?
Yeah, you time slipped there for a second. Say that again.
See, they didn't want me to say that. See? yeah, Spider-Man's new suit is crazy.
Yeah, his new suit is fire.
Yeah, I like that.
Although it's technically not really a suit, it's
he wears it. It's a suit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yo, and that's one of the things I'm waiting for. I want to see how Venom reacts to Carnage being on Eddie. That's going to be crazy.
Oh, you know what? I hadn't even thought about that. Yo,
he doesn't know.
Eddie gonna feel you. By the way, you realize now that they're not even saying Eddie Brock. They're not even saying Eddie Brock and Carnage anymore. They're just straight up saying Carnage, because now we are Carnage. All right.
Yeah, they become the perfect. so here's the thing: they become the perfect bond now, which is crazy because I didn't think Eddie can become a perfect bond with another symbiote.
Yeah, I listen. You know how I felt about the series to start off with.
Oh, I love the series.
I've come around. My only regret is that it took me so long to come around, because now it's done.
Yeah,
now the series is done.
I love the series from day one. Now, is there anything you want to say before I get into my big theory on who this main bad guy is in this, symbiote suit that I think is a symbiote?
No, so there's a couple of things that I do want to talk about. Number one, the Carnage thing. That was the thing I want to talk about, how they're not even mentioning anymore. Spider-Man, not Spider-Man. They're not mentioning Eddie Brock anymore. It's just they're literally Carnage. Now, the reason why I feel like that is significant is because for that reason, they are 100% not going to unbond Eddie Brock to Carnage for quite some time. I feel like this is kind of like we have to settle into this seat now, that this is now the new norm. It's not just a 10-part series anymore. They are now together. Like that. Yeah. This is them now. And
they've already said that they're thinking this might be like a 5-year to 8-year thing. So this is going nowhere anytime soon.
Okay. With that being said, there is also the disappointment that I have with how long are they going to do the same thing with MJ and Venom? Because they've already set these things up now at the very end of all new Venom, where they said, hey, he wants to be bonded back with Eddie Brock again.
Yep.
But at the same time, they are now connected at a molecular level. I don't see this Death Spiral series being something that removes that need for them to be collected at the molecular level. So we also have to just sit into this driver's seat as well.
And you got, hold on, I want to add to that real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Because what you said makes perfect sense when you break this down too. Peter is not going to let MJ die.
Sorry, this man is done. He's like, no, I can't do it no more.
Listen, no. Look. So I get that you don't want to see this, but listen to what I'm about to say, and you're going to understand it. Peter's not going to let MJ die. And we already know Venom has said out of respect for Peter, he has done certain things.
Yeah.
So because of his respect for Peter, he's also not going to let MJ die. So
Yep.
until they have some sort of cure for MJ, there is no separation.
Yep.
That's just what it is.
Who do you think is the one person that can cure her?
We're gonna need Doctor Strange to become the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth again.
Let's not talk about that, bro. Because I don't know what the hell is going. Did y'all any of you guys caught issue 1 of Doctor Strange? I don't want to. Let me not segue.
Quanos, get off of stream.
I'd rather have JJJ or Aunt May as Venom. No, listen. Low key, I'm gonna tell you, like low key, with all new Venom, I was so hoping it was Robbie, man. I was hoping it was Robbie.
That would have been a crazy twist.
Damn it. That Scarlet Witch. That's a thought. Scarlet Witch.
I just don't know what they're gonna do. So here's the thing. I'm going to be covering it. I'm a Scarlet Witch fanatic. So I'm going to be covering it. I just don't know if they're gonna give that to her. I don't see them doing it because it's probably going to have to be someone who has completely mastered how to do this type of stuff.
I hate that whenever I keep on clicking on this, keep on covering like part of your face. But do you mind answering this question right here?
But is Carnage good or bad? Carnage needs to kill, and that would force Spider-Man's hand and need to stop Carnage for sake of killing. Even if so here's the thing. Okay, fully get what you're saying. Now, here's what the thing is though. I don't think Spider-Man is going to stop him only because that doesn't mean he has to do the killing in New York. Eddie Brock and Carnage have been traveling the United States. So he can get his fuel wherever. And even if he does do stuff, he's been very sneaky on how he's getting rid of people. To the point, Peter probably wouldn't even pick up on it.
It's a possibility. Back to the question that I had asked, like who could heal? Somebody mentioned something about Reed Richards. I don't know what's going on with Reed right now. Is Reed recovered yet from getting his ass handed to him by Doom? I guess he has. I guess like, has his face reformed back yet? Like, is he okay?
Until we know what was at the end of that mask, I don't know if we need to see Reed yet.
I will say they did leave one word under Doom. That Will of Doom thing could kind of be fire. I'm gonna give it some time to cook. We'll see what happens with it though. I think the story is her versus Agatha for the title of Supreme. Oh man, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not many people want that. That's kind of disappointing.
I don't think that'll be it at this point. If you watched what happened already in her last series, Agatha's kind of already doing this whole mentor thing, and then kind of like. Yeah. I'm leaving Scarlet Witch alone. So I don't know if that's really going to happen.
Send it to me, Jay. DM it to me. I'll read that.
Wait, what happened?
Aunt May as becomes the herald, the Galactus's herald. I'm saying just let me message me and let me know which issue or where what that is. I'll go find it.
One wants that. Not even the actor who played Agatha.
It's not. I'm assuming it's on Marvel Unlimited. No, hold on. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was that theory that time. Remember where we were like, could it be Paul? And I kind of was hoping it would be him for a little while. Because I don't know about y'all. Like, I kind of came around to Paul for a little bit. Like, I didn't hate. I know everybody was like F Paul, but I was like, no, like FMJ. But Paul. I'm like, Paul. I know.
Nah, they'll never get rid of Ben.
Not even the actor who that's fair. Do you think Ben Riley would get 6 feet? Nah. I think he's fine, man. I think it's kind of sad that like they've just sidelined ever since the whole Chasm story. Like they've kind of sidelined Ben, right? He's no longer really like
story was trash.
Irrelevant. Well, the chasm, whatever story, that was awful, but it's really more about like ever since he became Chasm, like that story essentially became, an absolute dog crap. Like after that, like
we become famous.
Oh man, and I think I can't even mod that properly. So that comment will just be there then. Oh man,
I'll fall for it.
Oh man, I just gotta make sure I don't click. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, by the way, if you guys don't know, we are streaming on Twitch as well. So if you guys want to, if you're ever, looking to follow us, or you're interested more, or you like that platform more, we are also streaming on Twitch as well to our one follower. All right. So
So hold on. I was just giving some more insight on your second opinion about the whole Venom in I'm sorry, the Eddie Brock.
I had another thing I wanted to talk about too,
Yep.
but yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I said my point, so go ahead.
Thank you, Jay. So my other point was this: it's like, if after all of this with Spider-Man, if he does not get to keep his new look, I am gonna be a little pissed off about it.
I mean, he ain't gonna keep the girl. I can tell you that. So
he ain't gonna keep that. I mean, she's gonna end up sacrificing herself or something, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, you know how happy with Siderax, with Syra and all.
I'm still depressed about that. He should have kept her. She was a baddie. He should have kept her. Oh man.
Yeah, but so, here's my other thing. If he doesn't get to keep the suit, it's like, what was this whole adventure of him going into space about? At that point, like, what was that all about? If he doesn't get to keep the suit,
well, he's gonna need the suit to fight. I'm sorry, I'm trying to blank on his name. Who's homeboy that stomped him out?
Oh, Hellgate.
Yeah, he gonna need it for Hellgate.
What happened to Hellgate, by the way? We never found out anything that happened to Hellgate. He just like brought him to this one spot and just left, and he just dipped out and said, "All right, you deal with it yourself, brother."
But there's no way they're not gonna cross paths again.
I would assume so, but he seems too OP for like the entire New York City heroes, like in general. Like, it just seems like this is not a guy that you want to mess with.
Yeah, listen, you're gonna need a whole team to jump him.
Yeah.
So are you ready for the part that's gonna drive people crazy?
What's that?
Okay, so I'm gonna break something down. Do you know who the writers of this series is?
Yeah, so pretty much it's well, the names are right here, but I saw Joe Kelly, which I know a lot of people aren't immensely fond of right now.
Don't care about that.
There's Al Ewing, who I know, once again, because of what happened with Venom, I'm not a fan. Charles was the one that did Eddie Brock, right? Eddie Brock Carnage.
Right there. Do you know who this is? Do you really know who this is?
This guy?
Yeah. Do you know who he created?
No.
He is the creator of none other than Muse.
He's the creator of Muse.
Correct.
Interesting.
Are we finally gonna see Muse?
Yo, is Muse getting a symbiote?
Bingo. If this is Muse with the symbiote, a serial killer is their new enemy. Bro, we might finally get to see Muse with a symbiote.
The serial killer is their new enemy.
Bro,
that's fire.
The symbiote. Bro, if so, they're cooking already.
Yo, I appreciate it, King Shadow. Thank you for the comment, man.
Thank you, King Shadow. But listen, I will buy every copy if that's the case. I will buy every copy.
So hold on. All right, now I'm more intrigued, because they're bringing in. They got two symbiotes. They got Spider-Man, who basically has a sentient suit.
Yep.
Right. This. Oh boy, if it's Ooh. Cletus. Whoa, Quanos.
Whoa, Quanos. Wait, hold on. I didn't think so. See,
hold on.
The only reason I didn't think Cletus is because, again, Charles Soule is the creator of Muse, and Muse was just in Eddie Brock Carnage, and he is still gonna want to get his revenge because he cut his arm off.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing you on that. I'm just now, like, I just feel like that's gonna be
No, he did not die. He ran off.
No.
And Carnage said, "You did not kill him."
And Cletus is just out here, just probably killing other people. I don't know. Like, he's out here just committing murder. Like, that's what I'm assuming that Cletus has been doing, secretly. So So
And listen,
that would make so.
did you
Oh,
see? Did you see what it says on here? Blood is thicker than venom.
blood is thicker. But that's where's that?
Hold on. I got you right now.
Blood? No, guys. That sounds really good. Like that's
Look at the link I just sent you.
hold on.
Yeah, so Muse is still alive. He has one arm, but he's still alive. And he ran off. And now you got the writer who created him as part of this. Scroll down some and you'll see it.
I don't see. I'm trying to search the word blood. I don't see it.
No, keep going down. It's on one of these pictures. Keep going down. Right here. Read the bottom of that. Right there.
Blood is thicker than venom. Now, back there, there's a play on words here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a play. Obviously there's a play on words here because of course, Venom, Carnage, offspring of Venom. Like I get it. I see what they're doing here, but also Muse blood, Carnage blood, Cletus blood. It all makes sense.
Did you go down just a little bit and read what it says?
And Norman Osborn has been running around cosplaying as Spider-Man. Damn.
Yeah, he has.
So, can you imagine Carnage comes after him first and it's like it kills him and it's like, oh, damn, I guess you weren't Peter Parker.
Yeah. Oh man. And it says right under that. Hold on. Go down a little bit. There's a little bit of text in a box. It's probably right there.
Yeah. What Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage, Mary Jane, they're essentially a weird family unit interconnected with gigantic amounts of history together. There's an engine there. There's a lot of emotional energy in there to break apart. Kelly chimed in afterward, and then we needed a serial killer.
Bro, I'm telling you now, if it's Muse, take my money. Take my freaking money.
If it's Cletus, take my money.
Oh yeah, that'll be crazy too. Because Carnage is not gonna know how to. Carnage is gonna be like, wait, what?
And Cletus will technically make the most sense because Cletus was created by Carnage.
Correct, because this is a clone.
So him. What if he doesn't need anything? What if he is a symbiote himself? Right? Like,
oh man.
And then the idea of the thing about it is that Torment tends to fit more of Muse's sort of MO because he likes to play with his food.
Yep.
Cletus just likes to go in there and kill.
I feel like if his name was like Brutal or something like that, like
right.
His name was Bloodshed.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, that might be like Cletus because he's crazy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But Muse was on the last run. They know that we wanted Muse as with Carnage, and it didn't happen. He said he denied Carnage, but at the same time, I think he understood, like, they're powerful. I can't take them alone. So he might have had to be like, you know what? Now I got to go get a symbiote.
Maybe.
Because now I want revenge for what you just did to me.
True. All right. What y'all think? Y'all let us know because that one I'm curious about. All right. What else we got on the docket? This is you. I know. I'll chime in and come in after, but this is mostly.
You want me to get on this? Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all probably watched my video today where I was highly upset. Amazing X-Men #3, where they're saying Magneto was never sick.
Yeah.
I have problems.
I will find a direct quote and I'll get it here.
Yeah, while you're doing that. So let me explain to people now that I can vocalize my problems a little bit deeper because I didn't want to take up 20 minutes of the video. Okay. So look, people are like, oh, he might have been faking. It might be a different timeline. Here's my problem. Okay. I'm going to stop all of y'all right here. Here is my problem. Okay. Magneto is not going to be like, nah, I'm faking it and I just want to be on, a chair to make an entrance. That's what they said. He was doing it to make an entrance. That's not how Magneto is. Magneto also could not get into fights. I feel like even when he was weakening at certain points, he still would risk himself to death before he just let people stomp all over him or talk down to him. He has way too much pride for all that. That man don't back down from nobody. I can't see it happening. I would have respected it more if they was like, look, the person who came up with the cure was Beast from this timeline, but we can't talk to him right now. Or the person who did it is a babble, so we can't talk to him. Give us something that makes sense. Don't just say he did it for, a spectacle. That's BS.
All right. I'm pulling this up just so that we can have it available to have a discussion, just so that just so everyone can see and gather the context.
Yeah, he was just pulling off an April Fool's joke for 10 years, 10 plus years. Come on now, no.
So this is it here. What are you talking about? Cyclops, and then this is WizKid. Cyclops is like, Magneto had a degenerate. I cannot say that word. Degenerative disease. He couldn't control his powers and had to use a hover chair. To which WizKid is like, that never happened. You sound like a crazy person right now. Sure, Max used to have a throne he'd fly around on, but it was an affection. It was affectation. A bit of steez. You know how he was, making entrances.
Oh.
What? What?
Bro.
So here's my thing. I know that Magneto's a little bit of a showman,
but he shows off a different way. This man would have pulled up. Look what he did in X-Men the movie, where he moved the whole bridge and came with it. That's how he makes an entrance.
Yeah, the whole idea of him sitting back in a chair, deciding that I'm not going to step into the fight when here's where I say this is just poor writing. And you wrote and Jed MacKay, there's things that I love about his writing. There's things that sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what we're doing here. They realize that they wrote themselves into a corner by having Magneto sidelined this entire time. They wrote themselves into a massive corner because
that sounded like a ruined rap bar.
A ruined rap bar, right? You because there was a time when Lindquist, when he came to their facility, and Magneto damn near looked like he was afraid. He was like, "Yo, I can't do nothing."
Yep.
And Cyclops was just like, "Hey, what's going on, Marks? See you rocking that members badge. I appreciate it." So he pops in and he's like, so Cyclops pops in and is like, "Yo, nah, I got it, man. Don't worry about it."
Oh, is that the one where he was like, "I'll call my wife"?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Man was scary, bro. Like he was acting like he was scared, like he couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, and that's not.
And then you mean to tell me that this was all a ruse the entire time? Stop it.
Listen, this is the interest that Magneto would make. He would have pushed Xavier out the chair, been on the hood of the chair looking like he was on the Titanic, and moved that chair to make an entrance.
Floating with the chair.
That's more Magneto than saying, "Oh, I'm weak. I can't do nothing." Come on now.
They, like I said, they wrote themselves into a corner. But the reason why this upsets me the most is because you wrote yourself into a corner with Magneto. Then you somehow gave him his powers back, right? Only to then kill him.
And see, hold on. I got to intervene real quick because some people were like on my video, like, "Oh, maybe it's an alternate universe." Here's the problem with that. They already said in issue 0 that this was the future. This
Yeah, the
these
future of
events
616.
and it said these events already transpired. So
Mhm.
that doesn't make sense. That's an oxymoron at this point. You can't say something transpired and alternated. It doesn't work that way.
Which is
Oh,
what Cyclops says here. He's like, but that doesn't make any sense. He's like, yep.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I also sent you a comment that someone sent us on YouTube that actually when I read that, I was like, oh, wait, actually, yeah, I want to talk about that.
I would want to block out their name just for the sake of their privacy, even
Yeah.
though you can go see it. But give me a second.
But that's my issue personally, you guys. It's just like it's about
So
how they writ it in. They didn't
yeah.
write it good.
So I'm reading the comment.
Yeah, I was reading Quanos' comment too.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and that's my issue. So when people were like, "Oh, why I said this was horrible writing," it was solely about the Magneto part, and it's how they did it. It does not make any sense to me. You can try to justify it however you want. I am going by what has been written on all the previous issues, all the tie-ins, everything like that.
So I didn't even read this comment, and they're basically well. I mean, all right, now I got to pull it up. All right, hold on.
But it ties into what we were saying.
Let me see if I could just.
Yeah, if you want, I could crop it.
No, I'll remove the. I think I should be able to do it this way and remove the name, right?
Okay.
And then I can share. Once again, you could probably just go directly on YouTube and see this, but just for the sake of privacy, I'll do it this way for who this individual is.
But I
So
do respect their view.
so they're responding back to something, and the comment, I'll show it up on the screen now. The comment here is that he's playing the role of a sick mentor to infiltrate the X-Men and buy their trust. So they're this is a parody. This is not like them actually believing this. They're like just saying this as sort of like facetiously, if you want to look at it from that perspective, right? So they're like, he's playing the role of a sick mentor to infiltrate the X-Men and buy their trust and corrupt the other mutants to destroy them from the inside so that they don't stand in his way of getting revenge on humanity for what they did to Krakoa. Plot. This is now an alternate timeline, similar but different.
Plot.
Then, plot. Magneto's powers become haywire and uncontrollable in his older age, and he does not suffer from any resurrection disease, and he has been taking Hank's new formula to better control his powers. Plot. The writer wrote themselves into a hole. That's essentially what happened. They wrote themselves into a hole consistently. I think that there's some easy ways that they could have said, hey, you know what? They figure this out. Other than saying this was a ruse the whole time.
What did I tell you, bro? They could have easily said, hey, Hank figured this out, but it was our Hank who we can't talk to right now, so we have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
End of story.
End of story. Instead of saying, nah, he was just playing around, fam.
Yeah.
They were better off saying that he had dementia, forgot he had.
Yo, Quanos is on a roll today.
You might not be wrong about that, my guy. You might not be wrong. That might have made more sense. I might have been able to accept that answer a little bit more than the crap that we just got.
You didn't just see him making metal plates just to step on, like the man couldn't just fly.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. I'm not buying it.
Like you said, or like this person said too, they wrote themselves into a massive hole. And now it's like, where do you go from? Here's my other thing, dude. Like, where are you gonna go from here now?
Yeah.
And it's not even about, to me at this point, it's not really even about like Magneto, everything. It's like, this is what the future is. These things have already happened. Cool. How are you planning on fixing this?
I already told you. I think what's going to happen at the end of all this is Scott's going to go back into present time. He's going to be right there in front of Revelation before he got brainwashed and have to do something.
So Days of Future Past all over again. Got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
100%. That's what's going to end up happening. You're getting this story now, and this is just how we ended in 2 seconds.
Got it. All right. Cool.
You stop Scott from getting brainwashed, and it stops everything.
Nah, you all good, Meyer. Appreciate you coming popping on in.
I will say though, Apocalypse and Xavier pulling up like The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson from the other guys. You know what to do? Yeah, I do.
and the fact that like the whole idea is that they've been plotting this whole time already. Like they know what they already have. Plans was already in motion
from the the first issue.
Hold on,
crazy.
Real quick, Meyer just said something. Yo, have you seen Zootopia yet, bro?
No, I did not go see that yet.
Yo, did you like it, Meyer?
So don't say nothing in the chat, please, because I'm going to see it.
Did you like it? I just want to know. Bring Cable. Yeah, bring Cable in. Have him do some stuff, retcon it, and then after he comes in and retcons it, then bring in Bishop to retcon what Cable did.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy how that works.
You know how that works already.
Let me fix the mess you X-Men have made. Yeah, well, let me fix the mess you made trying to fix the mess they made.
Right, exactly.
And who's coming to clean up my mess?
Right. who's coming after Bishop? I don't understand.
It's me, Deadpool.
Captain Deadpool. No, my bad. Marvel. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a name for myself.
Oh my God. Yes, right. Yo, Zootopia 2, fire.
Yeah, I gotta go see that.
Meyer has confirmed. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't just crazy. Listen, fire. Zootopia. I was in there was a period of time where my son was so like invested that like he started shedding a tear at one moment. You will know what moment it is when you watch the movie.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time, man. I would go watch it again.
Yeah, no, I definitely got to go. I've been so busy like the last week or two. I haven't got to go see it. Hold on, this story.
Appreciate it, King Shadow.
He said this story has been lackluster, and Revelation's powers don't build any suspense or potential battles. He's like a Mojo or Arcade. I mean, I agree with you. I agree.
Like Age of Apocalypse, you were just like, nah. You Age of Apocalypse, you're like, oh yeah, he has all these other people. He's doing some stuff. But at the same time, Apocalypse could lay down the hammer on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Revelation, you're just like, oh shoot, let's see who he controls in order to be able to do something. Like,
and look, he one of the choristers are dead, which I'm still surprised about how that all unraveled.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Topaz is dead. This little girl, Elbecca, is not on his side, so he only has 2 choristers left.
Yeah,
to try to boost him. And if they say that he can brainwash one of these 2,
yeah,
bro, I'm done with the series at that point.
Yeah, I feel you. It's kind of how it's crazy. Like sometimes you're reading some of these comics and you're just like, no man, I'm gonna keep on giving it a chance. And then they just do something. You're just like, all right, F it. I'm out, bro. I'm out. I can. What do I do now?
Jay, you don't want me to get on Dark Child. That's something we're gonna talk about in a second.
As a matter of fact, let's segue to it. That's a perfect segue to it right there.
Yeah. Get into it. Bring up what he said real quick. Let's get into Dark Child real quick.
Yeah. So this one it's kind of wild because do y'all know who Tim Seeley is? I'm assuming
they do, but the writer, the writer for Dark Child, well, Magic. Yeah. Magic, Dark Child, whatever you want to call her, because right now she is Dark Child.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, this guy, Tim Seeley, has had a rough time with fans.
Oh, man.
Rough time with fans because of Dark Child.
Yep.
Because of course now Magic in Age of Revelation, she's dead.
She's dead.
Now it's Dark Child. This is who she is now.
Yep.
People are pissed and are sending this dude death threats because it looks like I can't believe that you ruined this character.
After everything she's been through, she was in limbo and you killed her and let the demon take over. They threatened to kill his family, everything, bro.
Mm-hmm. What did they say that they were over sexualized, or is that was that another thing that
That
they
was
were?
another thing that they were,
Yeah.
but let's be real. Anybody who knows anything about how they usually talk about demons, I'm not getting biblical. I'm just seeing how they do it in comic books and stuff. The female demons are usually sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, this demon isn't supposed to be a child. It's not Magic's age. This is an actual
Yeah.
demon.
Yep.
And people are going nuts, threatening to kill this man and his family to the point he deleted all social media and is even contemplating on stopping writing the
Which
series.
is crazy. Now, granted, so and that's just him writing Age of Revelation, right? Was he the one that also wrote did he write the Magic series too?
Honestly, I don't know if he's the one.
I'll check it out.
Okay, yeah, I was about to check that. I'm not sure who's writing the current series, because I am far behind on that. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I've lost track. Marvel rival fans want blood for blood.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, it is crazy, and they're like,
And in a lot of ways too, like Ilyana Rasputin, like they were kind of sexualizing her a little bit too, like by herself. Like how old is she now?
honestly, I don't even know, bro. I'm
Okay.
not even gonna hold you. I have no clue. But I mean, let's be real. I mean, as long as Charles Xavier's not around, she's safe.
Oh my gosh, this man. It was one time, bro, back in the 60s, you know what I'm saying? When he was trying to press upon Marvel Girl.
Listen, he pulled up in his chair bumping R. Kelly. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. He was like, I don't want her to, I hope she doesn't know the thoughts and the feelings that I have towards her. And I'm like, my guy,
It's funny. Look,
my guy.
so look,
you sound a real suspect right now.
he was looking real suspect. And then you got the total opposite. Nightcrawler was like, "Oh, how you doing?" She's 16. Bye.
Yeah, right.
This man went and prayed.
This man said, nope, won't catch me. I've seen this story before. I'm out.
Nightcrawler got out of there quick. He didn't even say bye. He was just like, "Oh, poof." And then
all she smelled after that was just the brimstone dimension. That's it. That's all she smelled.
He was like, "You're not catching me with that."
It's like, nah.
It was funny. It was funny how that panel was. He was like, "Oh, and what is your name?" She's 16, and all you seen was smoke.
Yeah.
He was completely out of there. You see this man like 3 panels later, and he's praying with the Bible.
Yo, this man's like, I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to have thoughts about her, Lord. I'm sorry.
Yo, like, nah, I'm out of here.
Yo, fam, that's funny. Oh my gosh, that's what. But this is crazy though. This is way too crazy. Y'all go too far. Whoever this is, man, y'all go too far. Yo, let this man breathe and be fine. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's Dark Child, right? It's Age of, no. Here's my thing though. For Age of Revelation, nobody's the same. So you gonna pick this situation to be mad at?
But in all honesty, though, yo, her battle in Age of Revelation was one of the probably the most fiery scene so far, really, in Age of Revelation.
Oh, you mean like the battle between the
truth battle between
yeah.
her and Scott was fire, bro.
Yeah.
And then you find out she's like, "I'm not holding no one hostage here. Hey, you're fired to go." It was like, "Nah, I don't want to
go." That's messed up though, bro. Still. Because they know if they leave, they're like, that means that I gotta go to Revelation, then I'm good, fam.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they actually put some respect on her as a demon.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't force anybody.
Hey, what's going on? I never know how to say your name. Deseo? Say you? Yep. Nope. It's not happening today. I'm not doing it well. No, it's not gonna happen. Sidebar. Y'all think Magneto is being rewrote for Apocalypse as Charger?
I don't know. I don't have that answer.
So basically, like they're essentially taking him out of the story to not have him be a main cog in it, to make it more about Apoc and Charles. Is that what you're kind of? Oh, no. I read that wrong. Apoc Charles versus Revelation Magneto. No, I don't think so.
Oh,
DeSayo.
I just got that now. Okay, yeah, no, I don't
DeSayo.
think
Okay.
that's happening.
Or is it the CEO? Or are you saying DeSayo? See, I'm adding things to it now.
No, I think it's DCEO. Look at it. DC as in water.
No, but I think he's given the pronunciation, so it's DeSayo, right?
Oh no. We're gonna find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, but now we ain't gonna find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. You know how they gonna drag that crap out. It's gonna be like 25 episodes deep. We ain't gonna find it.
Yeah, see, it's DCEO.
Oh, DCEO.
Yep.
Got you. Did y'all read the Energon stuff or Ghost Machine stuff? No, I did not.
Don't get me started on Absolute. Oh man, don't get me started. Listen, welcome to Gotham. Don't get me started.
I don't know if he's talking about the Absolute series. Is that what you're talking about? The Absolute series? Bro, for real. Yo,
even Mike Michael form.
Yo, that's not the one that even pissed me. The one that pissed me off was when this man was sitting there holding the spirit bomb, trying to summon the spirit bomb for 50 episodes. My guy,
yo,
your arms ain't tired?
For real. Here's my thing. Hold on.
This man is sensu being just so he can continue to hold his arms up.
I'm not gonna go crazy on Dragon Ball Z, but can I just say one of my cringiest moments with Dragon Ball Z because I thought it was just stupid?
Yeah.
This man teleported Cell to a different planet to blow up and stayed there and died when he could have teleported himself back home. Yo, what?
This isn't even my final form. This is this man, yo. I'm telling you, honestly, my favorite arc though was the Boo series, man. The Boo series was pretty dope. Although I did also like the was it Radish? Is that his name?
Raditz.
Yeah, Raditz. Yeah, Raditz. Yeah. Okay, that was a little fun moment for me. That was the first one I watched.
Yeah, see, DCEO, he got it. He was like, "Yup, he gets it." Like, bro, you teleported there. It could have teleported right back.
Yeah.
Instead, you was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay here and chill. All right, I'll see you guys."
No, so we haven't been able to get into that stuff. I mean, honestly, Meyer, with DC and Marvel Comics on a weekly basis, and on top of that, remember we were out of comics for like what 7-8 years. So there's stuff that we going back catalog to go read too. You know what I mean? So. Yo, my guy, y'all gotta get off the internet today, man. Y'all gotta stop.
Yo, that's comment of the night.
Y'all gotta get off the internet, man.
Yo, my man Goku teleported out of child support. That's crazy.
Nah, the whole Cell saga is Vegeta's fault. He punched. Yo,
facts. He punched out his own son. Talking about some final form. Like he wasn't like this for 4 episodes. Yeah. But listen, man. Look, all I'm saying though is Bane was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous fight. Oh
yeah, we haven't talked about that yet. We got to get off soon. But
yeah,
let's close it out with this. That fight with Bane.
That was nuts.
Facts, like this is factual now, right? We can say it. Like absolute Bruce's prep time. I like it better. I think it's better than Prime Earth.
I also want to say that there's no way that he's just a human. Do you see the punches he was taking? There's no way, bro. No way, bro. They did something else to him and arc him. No way.
Yeah.
This man threw the Batmobile by just moving his shoulders, got bigger, and said, "Damn!" right on Bruce, and this man got up. Nah, bro.
I feel you on that, Maya. You ain't wrong though. DC is hitting on all angles right now, but DC they're capitalizing on the DC KO stuff, the Absolute Universe, the DC All In. Like they're captivating on everything. Marvel is doing the opposite. They're like, let's end everything that's going well, which is weird to me because I'm like,
Yeah.
Storm was going. See, I'm
Okay.
about to make us go on this tangent again. Storm was doing well. Then you stop it. You stop it 3 episodes early. Then you have Ultimate Spider-Man that's killing right now. You're stopping that. You're bringing in Ultimate Endgame. Then you're in the Ultimate Universe. Like I don't understand what's going on. There, I don't know if y'all read Moon Knight. Like Moon Knight was actually doing pretty good. The Jed MacKay one, like that was doing really well.
This is going to be his 4th rewrite or 5th rewrite he's about to do.
Yo, like honestly, man, there's some stuff that's going well in Marvel, but then again, I'm not in there. I don't work as a part of their finance team. You know, I'm not seeing what the numbers are, how much you're making on a monthly basis. I'm not seeing, you know, I'm not there as a part of their marketing team, and you know, I'm not a part of their customer experience team. I'm not seeing what the engagement rate is. Like, I don't know what it is, right? I'm not there. All I gotta say is I'm using my eye test, and I'm looking on YouTube. I'm looking on Reddit. I'm looking on all these places, and I'm seeing all the comments of people who are interested in the runs that are going well. The Storm run, Moon Knight was doing well for a while. Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Wolverine has been a little suspect. Ultimate Black Panther has been up and down. You know what I mean? Like some things but a lot of Marvel. There's been a lot of things that Marvel has done well, but then they just I don't know what they're.
Bro, they cut Eddie Brock Carnage. Remember,
Eddie Brock Carnage
was supposed to be 15, and they cut it.
All New Venom was doing well for the first like 3-4 episodes. I remember I said it to you. I think that they did themselves a disservice by actually telling you who it was too early.
Yep.
I told you that. Like, they should have waited.
You did say that.
So, I don't know, man. I think ultimately, if I were to take a wild guess, I know it hasn't been done in a long time, but if I were to take a wild guess, I think Marvel's heading for a reset. And that's the reason why they're closing all these runs. I think they're heading for a reset. I think that's what they're trying to do here. I think that's because I think somebody made the comparison here to like the Armageddon series that's supposed to be coming out next year. That my guy, I love Chip Zdarsky because I'm.
Oh, he's writing it.
Yeah, Chip Zdarsky. Like what he's doing right now with Captain America, what he did with that Daredevil run. Like I'm a fan of Chip Zdarsky, but like he's supposed to be writing Armageddon, and I think somebody else. I forget who else is supposed to do it, but I think that's what they're doing. They're heading to a reset, like because it seems like somebody made the comparison between Armageddon and then Secret Wars. So it kind of just seems like what they're doing is they're just basically saying it may be a soft reset, but I feel like they're doing one.
Got you. Okay, got you.
That's just my thought. Once again, don't you can quote me on it if you want to. I'm just seeing the writing on the wall. Like, why are you closing all these runs?
Yeah, and
when we're under Doom was supposed to be going on for a couple of years, not just like 9 issues. The series itself may have been 9 issues, but the reign was supposed to go longer than that.
Yeah, it was supposed to have a lot of side issues and stuff. And Maya, so let me just clarify too. I'm not saying that Eddie Brock Carnage was supposed to go on forever. It was scheduled for 15. Now, if they ran to 15, we could have got a better fight between the whole Eddie Brock Carnage and Muse compared to that very rushed little fight we had. They built up that series for that fight, and we got basically half an issue of a fight.
Yeah, so what Meyer said here is that Armageddon is just going to be a new Avengers. So the way that I read that information is, yes, it's new Avengers-ish, but I also read it as they're bringing in the issue with the origin boxes. They're talking like this. There's things that they're talking about that leads me to believe that they're kind of look like they're going to be sort of kind of start to shape things up a little bit. Now, when I say like reboot, like reset, I don't think they're going to do what they did with Secret Wars. They're too far and too deep to do that.
Okay.
And I don't think that they're going to do something like what DC did with like the New 52 and all that. I don't think that that's what they're doing. I think what they're doing is that they're kind of like slowly sort of just shifting gears with a lot of the characters. Let's talk about this for a second. You can see the writing on the wall. What are they doing with Hulk right now? Oh. Banner's not even with Hulk anymore.
Nope.
Banner's not with Hulk anymore. Thor is just immortal again.
Oh,
Eddie
wait,
Brock is with.
hold on. I got to step in actually. Well, Hulk, it depends which one you read it, because obviously you got the new Hulk, but he's not. And then with New Avengers, he's trapped inside of a mental state where he has no control no more. Like either way, Banner's basically non-compliant.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna get to something else that Meyer said, because that also makes a lot of sense to me, right? And that kind of pull that adds to what I'm saying here. Like what they're doing with a lot of these characters, it's almost like they're stripping them to then probably build them back up a little bit later on. That's just what I'm thinking, because I'm seeing the writing on the wall. It's like Hulk is different. Like Hulk is not with Banner anymore. The Thor is now mortal. Storm kind of had like her hiatus, but they were just like, no, let's just bring her back down to so like they're kind of just like changing the whole, like even with like the Avengers comic, like there is the thing that's going on with Kang right now. Like things are changing. Like I think what's happening is that they're basically bringing this all to, they're doing it all at the same time while they're ending Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Like, Ultimate Endgame. And then they're kind of just like softly sort of reallocating how they proceed with their characters a little bit. Power, like power scaling in a sense. What I think, and this is a perfect example, like what Chip Zdarsky's doing right now with Captain America, right? Where
and Captain Latveria.
Captain Latveria, where he basically has an entirely new sort of origin story. He didn't wake up in the ice at the same time that he has before, we was previously before in the comics. Now what they're doing is that they have him waking up, post 9/11. Like I think that that's what they're kind of doing with some of these characters, which by the way is a smart way to do it. It's almost as if though I would like them to be a little bit more obvious about it by just saying it out loud.
I think they're testing the waters because they're worried right now. They want something that they can kind of fall back on, like, oh, okay, yeah, like we was just testing it out, but here we go back to the normal.
Yeah. I don't think the problem is that they're lacking the talent in half the books. I think the problem is that they're just not a cohesive unit. What I mean by that is like you're not seeing the continuity in the stories. Everybody's just like doing their own thing in their own little world, and there's no connection to it. The thing I love about DC Comics is that you always know where a story lines up with another story for the most part. There's always references to things. Marvel doesn't do that enough. So therefore somebody we'll do a video and they're like, yo, I thought Hulk just like, what's going on with Hulk now? Like, why is Hulk? Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, what happened in his ongoing series is that now like there is the another one above all, but the eldest, and you have to explain that story because it's not clear, because New Avengers has Hulk in it there, and then there's this new Hulk smashing series, so it's just like hella confusing, right?
And when you were talking about that timestamp and stuff, remember what I was telling you the other day on the phone? I was like, bro, we had One World Under Doom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you mess around, and then you had this new Fantastic Four series, brand new, and then you give something completely needed in their series, and it never tied into One World Under Doom, even though it had to do with One World Under Doom.
I see the vision. I don't trust the players on the court. It's like this. I don't trust though that they're all together like this in this cohesive unit. That's the problem. I don't think that they're all sitting down in a room or on a Zoom call. I don't think they're all sitting down in a room, saying this is our plan for the next 2 years. I don't think that that's what they're doing. I feel like DC got that going. I feel like DC's like, yo, we're doing DC all in. This is the plan that we have laid out. This is what we're going to be doing from here. We're going to test out some things, see how the audience receives it. If they don't receive it well, then we'll stop doing that. We won't really prioritize anymore. We'll go in this late. That's what I see them doing in DC. They saw absolute Batman, absolute super. They were like, no, we got the bag here. Let's continue to do this. Let's actually do more of it now.
And their release time makes sense too when they release. So I want to chime in too because of what Quano said. He said 1 week in One World Under Doom, Thor had his powers.
Yeah.
The next week he died oh, and was resurrected as a normal guy. But keep in mind that did happen. But then for the like 2 issues later, remember me and you talked about this. Thor was in Storm with his powers.
Oh yeah.
And we was like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're right.
What's
So
going on?
Storm had Thor, and then there was a point where Thor just disappeared from Storm.
But
And then,
he had his powers, even though he was already dead in his own series and resurrected. What?
yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah. The absolute books are doing it right. Marvel is not doing it as well. And this is what frustrates me. Marvel is like, I hate to compare it to like a child, like a parent and a child, but it's like, you know, their capabilities, you know, their skill set, but yet for some reason they're just choosing to just do God knows what. Like you're just like I know you have the ability to do this. What is going on? You know, and so to me, I want like that's why sometimes I wonder. I'm like, was it Jonathan Hickman or was it Marvel? Like, which one is it? Like, is it Hickman that just keeps on quitting, or is it Hickman who's just like, I have this vision, I want to complete this vision, but then y'all keep on telling me that I can't do the vision the way that I can't go the way I want to, so therefore I'm just like, no, I'm out. I'm not doing it. Which
you see what Meyer said? He said, but
DC
is having meetings and sit downs. Major. That's what a company should do. That's exactly what you need when you have 10 to 15 books going on. And when I say 10 to 15, that's because you have your main stories, but you have all these side stories going on at the same time.
Plain facts. Storm got stomped by Doom, and then Storm was fighting literal gods at the same facts.
Listen, hold on. If we're gonna talk about Storm, can we talk about how Beta Ray Bill got all of Thor's power and still got slapped once and was done?
Yeah. They have annual performance measurement tests, and at DC, Marvel has Stephanie Phillips writing Daredevil. The problem is, yeah, and here's my thing: like, I'm always very careful about how I tackle topics like what you just said, because I feel like people think about it the wrong way because we're attacking it from the. I'm like, no, that's not what it is. It's just like,
it's not a hater situation.
When you think about Stephanie Phillips, you think about a certain type of story that she writes, and it's like, does she fit the persona of a Daredevil? I don't know if that's the right way to, and I can say the same thing about. Let me be very clear and blatant about it. I can say the very same thing about male writers. Like, there's specific male writers, and I'm like, you don't fit a Daredevil story. You don't fit a whatever story. You know what I mean? So they are not making. Did you guys read Ultimate Universe 2 years in? Did any of you guys read it? Issue like the 2 years in the one shot series?
I did not read it because me and you had to talk about it. You read it, but I was reading so many other things.
Yo, that was just like, what are we doing? And facts, 100%. Like, I agree with everything that you just said here. 100%. You know what I'm saying? I actually liked. So I think she wrote the Gwen story. Yo, the first few issues of that series was like, wow. Like, I really enjoyed it. And then the Cosmic Cube thing, it was just, I don't know what we were doing, man. I don't understand what we were doing.
Did she do she did Phoenix, right?
I don't remember what she did.
The recent Phoenix, but I could be wrong.
I honestly, genuinely, I don't remember. And if that's the case, then I heard Phoenix was good. So Marvel's also relaunching books after 10 issues. That's the problem. Like, it's like they have this 10 issue number in their head as to where, like, Absolute is like, nah, bro, we going 17, 20 issue. We going 30 issues deep on this. We got arcs upon arcs upon arcs that we're doing. Superman right now, let's talk about this. What Marvel comic series right now is ongoing?
So hold on. She wrote the first 15 issues of the current Phoenix.
And that was a good series, wasn't it?
That's what. Yeah, so I haven't read that one. That's one that I am going to catch up on soon. But everyone I know said it was fantastic.
Yeah. No, I hear you, Meyer. Like, you're a passionate fan. We're passionate fans. We want them to do well. I want the MCU to do well as well. Like, that's the reason why we talk about it. I want good ass competition, bro. I'm gonna keep it because
Yeah.
good ass competition. What that means is that we eating good as the fans. We eating good.
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I wasn't even impressed with some of these crossovers they came out with. I thought that was going to be something crazy, and I was just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Are we gonna cover it? I hear Daredevil was arriving. I came online to see what was up, and that's how I saw. Yeah. No, we're definitely gonna. So we started covering this new Daredevil Punisher series. I love that series so
Crazy,
far.
crazy.
I love that series so far. But yeah, whenever Stephanie Phillip, whatever that new Daredevil series comes out, 100%, we'll probably cover it. We're gonna cover. If it's good, we'll cover it. Like if there's something good to talk about in it, we'll cover it. If it's not, then no. Like
Well, look out in
the
a few days. I'm gonna be doing the Scarlet Witch and
or,
Daredevil.
or were you talking about the 2 year one shot thing? The Ultimate Universe 2 years in? Yo, it was an okay read. It in its entirety, it's probably a good issue. The problem that I had with the issue was like, what does this? It didn't do anything for Ultimate Endgame. It didn't set us up for anything. It didn't show what was really going.
Which
It
is
didn't.
crazy to me.
It didn't do
They dropped the
anything that
ball.
meant anything. Yeah.
They dropped the ball not doing that. Yeah. So also,
Ultimate Daredevil does have some crazy powers, though. I will say that. Like Ultimate, like if you want to, Ultimate Daredevil got some crazy powers. Yeah. Ultimate Daredevil, yeah, he was a Beyonder. He had Beyonder powers. Yeah,
which is crazy.
it's insane. We
Crazy.
also we also saw Gerard Phoenix. So like he had who died. But like we saw him.
Yo,
Uh,
I just want to say I don't know what's going on with anything X-Men and Avengers right now because it is straight crazy. You're like, because now that Jean Grey is the actual Phoenix itself. I'm like, wait, what?
yeah, it's so from my understanding, I think it was still Matt. Mhm. But it's just that like he had beyond the powers and he was talking kind of crazy. He was talking a little nuts though. But it was like good though. Like it was good nuts. Like he's a man that's hurt. That's what it is. Like he's a
Listen,
man that was hurt and saw ultimately too much.
I
That's what it
think
is.
I
Too
think
much power.
they're testing too much right now. You got Shang-Chi in a different comic book who's decaying stuff he touches. You got Hawkeye with 6 arms. Like
Everything the light touches.
I don't even know why a Hawkeye got 6 arms. Like, bro, what? Man turns into Goro.
Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, Blade, no, we're not covering it. It's to me personally, there's certain I'll say this. There are certain things that are good for you to read, and then there's certain things that are good for you to talk about on YouTube. That was not one of them.
Oh, don't forget, there's a new Captain America too. That's a female. Why is there so much going on?
Yeah,
There's so much going on at once.
like it's kind of cool, but also it's like, yeah, I know people would be pissed.
No, but it just gets into what we've been talking about this whole time. There's too many.
Yeah, I will say this Ultimate X-Men this week. So I have not been keeping up with Peach Momoko's Ultimate X-Men. I've not because so I'll be honest with you. I am personally not a fan of her art personally for like comics. Like I'm not a fan of it. I like her covers. Her covers are fire. Like as a art, like I love, but like for the entire comic, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, it has like a mixture, and I don't say this out of disrespect. It's hard to really put a wording on it, but
Yeah.
it has like a cartoony anime mixture vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. Which, if I'm reading an anime, that's fine.
Mm.
But if I'm not, then it's like
Not what I expect to see.
That's not what I want. So like I am personally not a big fan of her art. But I know a lot of people like her art, especially considering that it's so unique too
Yeah, it
and
is.
and different.
And
Um,
her color style too.
the color style, like all like it's like I said, it's very much like it's like reading a manga, but once again, if it's a manga that I'm reading, I'm okay with that. If it's
Yeah.
but as a comic book, it's just I'm not like a huge fan of it. But I don't want to yuck anybody's yum.
Yeah, no, we're not saying it's bad. It's just personally.
Yeah, so like I said, like this is all subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
If she was doing it on a manga, I 100% would be like, "Yo, this is fire." It's just not what
Yeah,
my brain was ready for.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's see, like her art would be like the art would be perfect for manga. It would be
Yeah.
perfect for manga. So like either way, um, there you go. How
Oh,
would you reboot Marvel Comics because DC Comics has been rebooted a lot? So how I would need time to think about that. I would need time to think about how to reboot.
reboots are tricky.
Hmm.
They're tricky. And reboots can be just as tricky as implicating time travel within comics.
That's fair, Meyer. That's fair. Using 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 the name of the X-Men and offering no familiar faces was the issue. Yeah, and they changed a lot of the characters a little bit too much. Like they have their own Storm, but then also their Storm is still in the Ultimate Universe at the same time. So it's a weird series. Like once again, like I want to read it, but every time I try to read it, I'm just like I cannot get into it. So um
Oh no, we can't kill Peter. Stop. No, we can't do that.
I have to kill Peter Parker because he's not. Nah, you can't do
We
that.
can't do that. We need him to get the happy ending. We need him.
Peter's an OG man. We need to see him
Yeah,
having children into 616.
yeah, we
That's what we
need it.
need. That's what we need
We
to
need it.
see. Oh boy, hey, what's going on, Junior? You're gonna alienate a massive part of the fan base with a reboot.
Yeah.
You would, because
No, no, no. It's
a
not.
lot of people,
Hold on. It's not you would. They're going to.
yeah. But even 90% of the people like it, you still alienate. Yeah, no, 100%. And for them right now, they probably listen. They definitely have there's a money issue. There's a scarcity issue going on with them right now because why would they come out with a crossover, a Marvel DC crossover if things were going that well?
So quick question for you, bro. Real talk, because I know they've done a couple of crossovers in the past. Is this something they are only doing when they're having hard times? I never really picked up on it before because again, I wasn't in this position of what we do now. Back then, it was just a fan who was like, "Oh shoot, these two were doing a crossover. That's dope." I didn't think about it from that. Is it something
Yeah,
that
it's just
present time?
first and foremost, like information that I'm getting that I'm talking about here is coming from like places like Reddit. So just keep
No.
this in mind. Reddit, no offense to anybody who loves Reddit, but it's kind of a cesspool. So like when it comes to like certain things, but no, like in what I've seen so far is that typically this is a way to try to generate more income by having a crossover because people do love to see Marvel characters interacting here with DC characters every now and again, right? So
Okay,
like
got you.
typically that this is something that does happen. So it's not just for the sake of it being like, oh, money wise, but it is an opportunity where they know that they could make more, which is also the reason why you don't see those things get released digitally. They
Okay,
typically are only physical copies only.
that makes sense. And like I
Yeah.
said, it was more like because it was in the past, I was just reading
Yeah.
to read. I just never looked at that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Oh man, he said like hooking up with the ugly chick and no one speaks of it.
Reddit,
Oh man.
Reddit is full of the most highly engaged toxic fan. You know what? Twitter's not much better, or X. Like
Yeah.
it's not much better now. Like it's become a more sophisticated Reddit. Like this was essentially what it's become. Like it's like you put a tuxedo on people who still complain. Like there's still at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Listen, X is a weird place. They don't like you if you put one sock on at a time.
Yeah, it's what Meyer said is like it's merely for financial purposes. I do think that that's a main driving force in it, which is why he said that's the reason why there's a bunch of number ones that are just like, yep, get this, get this, get this. And typically too, by the way, I do believe that part of the reason why Marvel has ended some of their issues at issue 10 is because they would like to start like maybe they want to do new series with some of these characters, and they know that issue ones typically tend to sell a lot too.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Until you drop something like New Avengers in the middle of Eddie Brock Carnage.
Yeah, that was another confusing thing. It was like, where is like is this pre
Yeah.
Eddie Brock Carnage? Is this post Eddie Brock? It gotta be post, right? Like
they made sure not to show him for 3 issues. They was like, no, we're not gonna show you his face.
They couldn't. They could never. They couldn't possibly.
Nah, it would have gave it away. That's
insane.
Why everyone, and I'll leave this on this note. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna go with Muse," and I'm like, "Oh, they must not have seen the New Avengers. He's already they snitched on themselves."
Yeah, for sure. Like I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of what they've done. However, but what I will say is this. I'm just praying and I'm hoping, man, that they figure it out. but until then, sorry, Marvel. I will, DC will be getting a little bit more of my money than
listen.
we ain't just getting main covers. We getting variant covers now. Like we stocking up. Like, I mean, come on now.
Listen, I got so much stuff now. I might even try to put together a little giveaway with the holidays coming up.
Right, listen, I hear you. I see the season of giving.
Yeah,
the season of giving.
I got some crazy stuff.
Like this man said, like, could put that ugly chick and no one speaks of it. That is what Reddit is. Listen, we got to bring this to a close. I gotta wake up in like 6 or 7 hours or so. We got to.
You get to sleep?
Yes, I do. I don't have an infant.
Oh.
I don't. Listen, I made sure I couldn't do that again. 4 was enough. 4 wasn't enough for me. I am good. No, listen, we appreciate y'all hanging out and being here with us as always. Like anytime, we'll be back again next week, Thursday. I know that we're gonna have to like be careful of some of these days because I think towards the end of the month, we're gonna have to watch that a little bit here. Oh, for the live streams that we're doing, we're gonna be leaving these unlisted. We'll share the link and the community tab just so that you guys can, anybody who wants to go rewatch them can go rewatch them here. But we're gonna we're gonna leave this unlisted just because we have a lot of content coming out over the next couple of days here, so we just don't want that to interfere with it. So listen, we appreciate y'all very much. If you guys haven't done so already, to join our Discord, I'm just dropping that in the chat right now. So join our Discord here so that you can kind of chill out and hang out with us, outside of the live streams and outside of the videos. Very much appreciate y'all. Wait, who's that on the the one, if depending on which side you're going, if you're looking on the right side, that's Doorman. That's the character that's going to be in the Wonder Man series coming up. But yeah, thank you, King Shadow. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. I'm not going to start naming names. Meyer, all you guys, really appreciate y'all.
For sure.
Everybody for showing up. I'm just the harbinger. I'm just looking at all the names that I can see here. Blaine, Quanos, all you guys here. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, y'all, thank you for kicking it with Keepin It Comic.
And I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Bye.